parking is a bitch around here. Big Chuco! Who's your daddy? Put on your seatbelts. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. I love El Paso. People bitch about the weather. I say it's preparing me for hell. I like the hot weather, man. People die of heat exhaustion. Dying of heat exhaustion has got to be the dumbest thing you can do. Because there's no reason for it. Take your ass to a supermarket. Lay on the frozen fish section. Some lady's going, is there any fish? Aquí está el catch of the day. And it's already been breaded for you. Órale. Think of it as Mrs. Paul's. And weather affects us. When it's cold, it only makes women sexier. Your nipples get hard. Women are always doing this at concerts, you know. They always cover themselves. They're outside. They got the mini skirt. You know, they always ask, is it cold or is it me? Just move your hands. Let me see your nipples. I don't know. When it gets cold, you get sexier. For men, when it gets cold, our nuts disappear. I was in Chicago. It was 10 below zero. My balls went up into my stomach. I didn't even know they had a garage. It gets cold, man. It does terrible things to your penis. You're out there apologizing, going, no, really, it's not like that all the time. You don't have any balls. And your dick looks like an eraser. And when it gets hot, the opposite happens. When it gets hot, your huevos droop down. And the older you get, the further they droop. On my mother's side, they live forever. My grandpa, man, on a hot day, like here in El Paso, his balls would come out of his pant legs. He'd walk around the house and he'd step on his nuts. Hijo de la chingada. I step on my nuts. Hey, somebody give me some duct tape. I love my grandpa, man, but when he went to the toilet, his balls would fall in the water. And he'd holler at my mom, Maria, my nuts are, tengo los huevos en el agua. And my mother's cooking, going, well, don't flush, Dad. Don't flush, shit. I don't know where it'll wind up. It'll wind up in the Gulf of Mexico someplace. My mother would actually call me, come here, Paul. Ben, go help your grandpa. Help? What the hell am I gonna do for him? Here, take this wooden spoon that I bought in Juarez. Go over there and get his huevos out of the water. And hurry up and bring me the spoon, I'm cooking. We are trying to find a woman like our mother, subconsciously or consciously. We are. And it's hard because they don't make them like that anymore. You know, when our mother was young, my mother used to buy chickens for 5 cents, and she would raise them and would tell us, those aren't pets, don't give them names. No nada que Chuy, Albert, y Selena, none of these names. These aren't pets, this is food. Call them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, if you want. And don't play with the chickens. Don't get friendly. And when she was about to, see, my mother would kill a chicken. And she would grab the chicken by the neck. Nowadays, you can't get a woman to choke your chicken. You know? And talk about people who don't waste nothing, man. My mother would pluck out all the feathers, stuff them into pillows, take the beats and make guitar picks for my uncles and my father, make rosary beads out of the neck bones of the chicken. En el nombre de la gallina también. And everybody knew what part of the chicken was yours. I'm the youngest of 12, so I knew my part was that. I didn't even know until I grew up that you weren't really supposed to eat that cartilage part of the chicken, you know? It's not bone, it's not meat, it's gristle. I used to get that in the chicken butt. Everybody knew. My father, the breadwinner, he would get the breast. You know, my sister, the leg, my other sister, the other leg, my brother, the wing, the thigh, the neck, you know, everybody knew their part. The baby, me, I got the chicken butt and the cartilage. And it was delicious. I'd be there going, till my brother George ruined it for me. He goes, hey, you know what you're eating, right? Chicken. Yeah, it's chicken. You're eating the fundido. What? No, that's chicken. Yeah. The fundido la gallina is what you're eating. I'd ask my mama, ¿por qué dice que I'm eating the fundido, the butt chicken del fundido? Cállate y cómete tu culito. No, que no quiero el culito, mama. Cómase su fundido. What do you think they make McNuggets out of? Go over there. That's chicken maculo they're selling to us. Think we don't know? When it's all said and done, it ain't money you want. It's family and friends. Nothing gets you better than family and friends, man. That's the best. If you ain't got that, you ain't got nothing. I know. I have a large family. I'm the youngest of 12. I asked my mother, how come you had so many kids? She said, but shit, I didn't know all of you were going to survive. Me and your father, we figured half and half, but chingado, you guys clung on to life like a chicle in the sun. I think Mexican parents have a lot of kids because that's their form of social security. They know one of them might make it, and that's what they're going to live with. Whoever has the most money, that's what they live with. Right now, I'm the lucky one. My family's out of their mind. I used to always run around and telling jokes, and my mother was always, apaciguate. She's a real Mexican, apaciguate. Shut up, quit climbing around. Why are you such a payaso? This is a tribute to my mother, by the way. This payaso cafe. Because that's what she used to call me. Ay, ¿por qué eres tan payaso? You're a payaso. Running around. Telling jokes. Laughing all the time. Life isn't about laughing. I never got that. No, pues, what is it about? It's about, other than just laughing all the time. What could be better, people, than just laughing all the time? No, cabrón, ya estás riéndote todo el tiempo. You're laughing around. Where is that gonna take you in life? Of course, she doesn't say that no more. Now she goes, mijo, no tienes otro 1,000. ¿Sabes? Porque ya el dinero just doesn't go as far as it goes. I love my parents so much. I lost my dad. I didn't lose him. I mean, I know where he's at right now. But see, that's another thing. Our funerals are different. You know why? Because Mexican funerals are catered. There's food. It's like a family reunion and a quinceañera all rolled up into one. Mexican funerals, unlike other funerals for Caucasians, I've been to a couple of white friends of mine who passed away. They're sad. They're there to mourn, as they should be. They're there very solemn, very quiet. They even cry quietly. The minister goes up and goes, we are here to mourn the passing of Brother Bob. Brother Bob was a great family man, a loving father, all-around swell fella. Let us turn your hymnals to page 69. We shall sing, we shall gather at the river to prevent the Mexicans from crossing. You know, Mexican funerals are different. You know, people walk in there and go, hey, kid, I can't believe it, chingo. They ran out of pan dulce. Oh, God. This cheap son of a bitch didn't even have menudo for his funeral. God. I don't don't care what you suffer from. Menudo cures it all, todo. Menudo's made out of parts of the pig doesn't want back. You're out there digging in menudo, because menudo looks the same whether you eat it or throw it up. You eat it, you throw it up, you shit it out, it looks the same. You're there munching. There's a lot of homeless people go to Mexican funerals just to eat, just for the food. You don't believe me? God forbid, should your life ever go south, pick up the paper, look at the obituaries. Whenever there's like a grandma who dies, like the Garcias, a Garcia or Gonzalez, you know there's going to be good refin. They're there, they're eating. We might suffer from a lot of things, but anorexia is not one of them. I got an uncle, man, that's unreal. For example, he shouldn't even be alive anymore. Mi tío Camilo, this guy is a mystery to medicine. He's had 3 doctors tell him that he doesn't have long to live to get his personal effects in order. And they died. He outlived 3 of his doctors. The guy used to be in construction, so he's got his lungs have asbestos, and he smokes like a chimney. He drinks, his liver's the size of a raisin. There's no reason for him to be alive, yet he's alive. They made a tracheotomy on him. Fuck, now he smokes through 2 places. He's smoking one here and he's got one on the waiting deck, you know? And his breath is horrendous. You know, old people have bad breath. And it isn't because they're not sanitary or they don't wash. It's just that no matter how much they clean, there's always a molecule, there's always a particle of something they ate back in 1981 that's stuck in there festering, giving them bad breath. And what is it about people with bad breath? They always want to tell you secrets. The funkier your breath is, the closer people want to get to you. Hey, come here. My uncle's breath is so bad, shit, I know it's him on the phone. My mother calls me up last summer. She goes, mijo, you know, your tío Camilo doesn't have long to live, so I know you got some frequent flyer miles and you're going to France. Why don't you take him with you? You're going to Paris. Take him with you. I said, Ma, I'll do anything for you, Mama. I know, and you're going to do this. There we are, flying. We go to Paris. I mean, the French aren't exactly the most friendly people on the planet. I don't know why they hate us Americans. We've saved their ass every war they've had. And they don't like us. Imagine 2 Mexicans walking down the streets of Paris, you know? And if you don't speak French, you're retarded as far as they're concerned. You know, we're Mexicans. We're trying to talk to them in Spanish. We figure, shit, you're right next door to Spain. You must have picked up something along the way. Oiga, señor, ¿dónde está el Arte Triunfo, la pinche tower, que la chingadera, you know? You know the reason why you guys are famous? That shit, you know, like a radio antenna chingadera. What do you call it? Excusez-moi. Voulez-vous no parler français? Pues chéquete no zu, no converte un zapata. Mi tío goes, ¿qué dices, güey? You know, what is it about old Mexican men? No matter how old they are, they still think they can throw chingazos. They could be missing a leg, they still want to get into a fight. And every time, they always adjust their pants. Órale, cabrón. Ale, chingado. Ale. And you can see their shit, you know. Their genitals look like steamed vegetables going down there. Finally, we find out where it is. We walk down. We get to the Arch of Triumph, the Arc de Triomphe. And we see La Tour d'Eiffel. And my tío goes, well, what's the big deal here? I said, well, that right there, that's the Eiffel Tower, one of the wonders of the world. He goes, that chingadera? How long's it been there? I don't know, since the 1890s. Well, shit, when are they going to finish it? I said, it is finished. No, it's not finished. I've been in construction. They need the drywalling y la chingada todavía. Nobody's going to rent an apartment right there. Chingadera, I've been to Texas. That's an oil rig. No están chingado que... Big deal. We go to the hotel. We're staying at the Four Seasons, right? I mean, I want the best. If he really is gonna die, I want him to get a taste of the best. You know? We're at the Four Seasons, but we got separate rooms. I got him his room, I took care of him. I'm not in my room 10 minutes, the phone rings. Hey, it's me. Shit, I know. I know it's you. What do you want? Hey, this is really fancy, mijo. Yeah, tío, you know, it's all right. Nothing but the best for my tíos. It's really nice, mijo, but I got this little problem. What happened now? Well, it's really fancy, huh? Yeah. How come they got 2 toilets? I go, tío, they're not 2 toilets. One of them's a bidet. That's for the ladies, you know. Híjola, it's a bidet, huh? See? What happened? Pues yo creo que me cagué in the bidet. What? Yeah, man. I tried to flush it and it just shoved the shit up my ass. I go, oh, God. It's not a toilet, it's for the ladies. They sit down and the water squirts up there, you know, to clean themselves. Híjola. Pues, what am I gonna do now? I go, listen, don't worry about it. Just call housekeeping and they'll come and they'll take care of it. No, chingo, that's too embarrassing. I'll take care of it myself. I like women of all kinds. When it comes to sex, we're not prejudiced. Latinos are not prejudiced when it comes to sex. You don't believe it? Hispanics come in every color that God ever invented. We are as black as Sammy Sosa, and we are as white, blonde-haired, blue-eyed as Cameron Diaz, Christina Aguilera. The president of Peru not too long ago was Japanese Hispanic, Fujimori. Hey, I went to Juarez last night to eat at a Chinese restaurant. They got Mexican Chinese people in Juarez. I shit you not, we went to eat at a place called El Chino Latino. The owner of the restaurant was named Juan Chon. He was all excited to meet me. Oh, señor Loligue, es un placer tenerlo aquí. He introduced me to his wife, Chichona. Their daughter, Chimichanga. Their son, Llano Chingues. Their dog, Chicharrón. I can go on all night, and I think I will. America's a land of immigrants. Where else but in a great country like ours can you find a Mexican girl dating an Irish guy driving a Japanese car to a Chinese restaurant and be arrested by a black cop? Where else but in this great country of ours? We got a good thing going here. When it comes to the color of your skin, Dr. King said it best. It doesn't matter, it's insignificant. It's the content of your character. But somehow the color of your skin plays so much importance on how much you make. Where do you live? How do you live? Will the bank loan you any money? That's so stupid. I remember going to a bank. My father wanted to borrow some money, and I was his interpreter. And the guy goes, yes, dile que necesitamos dinero. My father said he wanted to borrow some money. Well, does your father have any collateral? Apá, dice que si tienes collateral. Pues el doctor dice que my cholesterol está bien. My father says he's got cholesterol. No, son, no. Explain. And, you know, somehow they think we're stupid. Why do you Caucasians do that? When you think that when you talk slower or enunciate, you're talking Spanish, you know. Tell your father if he has any assets. Apá, dice que si tiene culo. Pues, ¿qué chingos? What does my ass have to do with this? Tell him I got 12 culos at home I'm trying to feed. We can't lend you money unless you have something worth money. Well, in other words, if you have money, we'll give you money. Dice que no le dan dinero si no tiene dinero. Well, shit. If I had any money, why would I be here talking to this pendejo? Our parents, because of Catholicism, because of tradition, we never talk to our kids about sex. That's why so many of our young girls grow ignorant and pregnant. We never discuss them because it's a taboo, you know. I remember I asked my mother, I said, Ma, where do babies come from? She slapped me. Ave María Purísima. Cochino desgraciado. Bárbaro grosero. Why do you want to know where babies come from? Because I'm 25. Mothers will never tell you, go ask your father, go ask your father. I asked my father, you know. And my father goes, my father took about 10 seconds to tell me about sex. He said, bueno, Teo, all I gotta tell you is that you got a loaded gun in your pants now. Be careful where you pull the trigger, eh? Go play, cabrón. Let me tell you something. Here's what pisses me off. America acts like school shootings is something that just started. There have been school shootings in the barrios and the ghettos of this country since our parents were in school. The only difference now is that white kids are shooting. Because they're good shots. These cabrones got good equipment. You know, they're on the internet figuring out the weather for that day, barometer reading, length, they got that laser beam y la chingada. They got camouflage clothing. Fuck, you don't know where the bullets are coming from. And they rack up big numbers. 15 in Columbine, 25 in Arkansas, 30 over there. Shit, they hardly ever miss. You know, when Latinos, when we do our shootings, at least we do it from a moving vehicle y la chingada. We'll give you a sporting chance. Most of the time, the car is bouncing up and down. We never hit anybody. We hit somebody's dog in the ass a mile away. Shit. Have you any idea how many drive-bys we'd have to do to hit 15 people? Fuck, I think we run out of gas first. We'd have to have our homeboys push. Órale. Hey, why don't you get out of the car and shoot them, chingo? Me duele la espalda, you're a bad shot, pinche Desert Storm pendejo. I remember I used to ask my father for a quarter, and my father would go, huh, a quarter? ¿Qué? What do you think, I'm made out of money? No, Dad, I know you're not made out of money. If we were made out of money, we wouldn't live in this shithole right here. My father wouldn't just give you money. You want to earn your money? Well, wash the car. See, now recycling is in, but we, Mexicanos, Hispanos, we are the ones who invent the recycling because we don't throw nothing away. Go into any Mexican's garage and it's full of shit you're never going to use again. The Mexicans, what you gotta do is you gotta earn your keep. Everyone from the dog. Very few Mexicans have cats because they're worthless. They don't do nothing. Dog's job is to protect and to serve. You know, a Mexican's dog, his job is to recycle. His job is to eat everything you don't. And with 12 brothers and sisters, our dog had anorexia. We had a skinny dog shaking. He couldn't even bark. He would cough. Fuck it, take the TV. These cabrones don't fit me anyhow. Now, when you're going to wash your father's car, here's what you do. And you know, you go into the house and you find the oldest towel. The towel that's almost transparent. The towel that you could hardly even read, you know, Holiday Inn on there, you know? That's the towel. You know? So I'm in the house, I'm looking for a towel, and I can't find no towel. Now I got 6 sisters. I didn't know nothing about sex or nothing, you know. So I'm out there trying to wash my father's car. I can't find no towel. I look under the sink and there's a box of feminine towels. I said, well, I don't know what they are? I pulled one of these things out. It looked like a bandage for an elephant. It looked like that's what they put on you when you have like a real serious wound. Like, you get your pata chopped off. Bring me one of those Gotex. Let's really stop the bleeding here. As a little kid, 9, I thought that's my father. That's what there must be for, for the car, Especially when I took the adhesive tape out of the back. It stuck to my hand. I took a bottle of, turtle wax and I put it on the crotch. And the more I poured, the more it disappeared. Extra absorbent. Sucked up 2 bottles of that stuff. I waxed the car, left it really shiny. Now, my father's a hard man to impress, but he was impressed. His compadre dropped him off, and he went up to the driveway, and he goes, "What happened to my car?" I said, "That's it. That shit I didn't even know was blue. Está toda madre. I was thinking of selling it. Can I have my quarter?" Sí, como no, una quarter y un dime. Te aventaste. We don't throw nothing away, so I put the little plastic really back on there. I folded it neatly. I put it in the box, put it under the sink, and I went to play. About 28 days later, my sister has this really worried look. And she's telling my mother's in the kitchen cocinando, tú sabes. Because women can do more than one thing at one time, Man, if we do anything, we got to concentrate on that. Women can be talking on the phone, making tortillas, planchando, ironing, using their toe, going through the yellow pages, looking for a job for their sons or whatever. My sister Griselda comes up, "Mamá, ¿qué tienes?" "Mamá, tengo un problema." "¿Problema?" "Okay, no problem." "I have a problem down there." My mother goes, "How far down?" "Got a problem around the toes?" "No, higher." "The knees?" "Higher." "The belly button?" "Lower." "Ah, cabrona, ¿qué tienes?" She goes, "I don't know, Mom. I don't know how to say this." "A ver, dime, I'm your mother, dime." "No estás panzona, are you?" "No." "¿Qué tienes, pues?" "Ay, tengo la pussy green." ¿Qué? ¿Cómo que tienes la panocha green? You've been eating too much guacamole, Griselda? What's the problem? ¿You're fucking a leprechaun? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Por qué tienes la panocha green? Ay, Dios mío, tiene la pussy green. I never heard of such a thing. Ay, but does it hurt? No, it doesn't really hurt. And you know what? The hair's really shiny. Thank you, El Paso, Big Chuco. You're the bomb.